Can I ask you something? How many times today has someone interrupted what you were doing? Not because they couldn't solve the issue, but because they didn't feel confident enough to. Is that 5 interruptions? Is that 10 interruptions? Each one feels tiny, but together they're quietly shaping your business. And I think most business owners completely underestimate what these interruptions are really costing them. I once asked a client to do something really simple for 1 week. Every time someone interrupted them with a people issue, just make a tally, nothing more. 7 days later, there were over 40 interruptions. They hadn't realised how much of their week had disappeared until they could actually see it. That was the moment that they realised they didn't have a time management problem, they had a management capability problem. Most business owners think they're busy because they're growing, and sometimes that's true. But sometimes they're busy because they've become the default decision maker for issues their management team could eventually handle themselves. And that's a very different problem. The biggest cost in owner dependency isn't your time, it's the business your managers never get the opportunity to become. Every interruption has two costs: the minutes it takes today and the confidence your manager doesn't build for tomorrow. The second cost is the one most businesses never measure. Today, think about what a typical day would look like. You're trying to focus on strategy or meeting customers or developing the business. Then, someone wants your advice, someone needs approval, someone asks you to join a meeting, someone wants you to have a quick word. And before you know it, half your day has disappeared. Not because you're doing the wrong work, but because you're doing work your business still depends on you to do. Owner dependency affects far more than your diary. It affects decision making, productivity, manager confidence, consistency, employee experience. There's also people risk associated with it, business resilience, growth, and perhaps most importantly, it affects your ability to step away from the business. Because if every important people issue still comes to you, the business hasn't really become independent, it's just become bigger. And this is something I often say to business owners: growing businesses don't become scalable because owners become busier. They become scalable because managers become more capable. When managers develop confidence, they make better decisions. Issues are handled earlier. Teams become stronger. And owners get the time back to focus on growing the business instead of constantly running it. So I'd like you to try something this week. Keep that simple tally. Every time a people issue lands on your desk, write it down. Don't judge it, just record it. And at the end of the week, ask yourself these 3 questions. Which issues could a confident manager have handled? Where do I keep getting involved? And what capability would stop these issues coming back to me? You'll probably start seeing patterns you've never noticed before. Most owners never realise how much owner dependency is costing them because they only measure the interruption, they don't measure the opportunities they're missing while dealing with it. And building confident managers isn't just about reducing your workload, it's about creating a business that's capable of growing without depending on you for every important decision. And businesses don't scale because owners become more available, they scale because managers become more capable. So you're watching the Trusted Manager Foundation series, and you've now seen the hidden cost of owner dependency. So how do you actually change it? Well, in the next video, you can find out about how to build managers you can genuinely trust. We'll explore what trusted managers do differently and why confidence is built through implementation, not personality. And that will help with changing the hidden cost of owner dependency.